pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a roll call, please.
Roger Brown.
Here.
William Hutton.
Here.
Cynthia Hassel.
Here.
Dan Faulkner.
Here.
Kathleen Hill.
Here,
5 present. We have a quorum.
we have the minutes for August 26, 2025. Do we have a motion to accept or a motion to deny?
I make a motion to accept the minutes of August 26th.
Do we have a
2025.
second?
Second.
Do we have a roll call vote?
Roger Brown.
Yes.
William Hutton.
Yes.
Cynthia Hassel.
Yes.
Dan Faulkner.
Yes.
Kathleen Hill.
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed.
Okay, do we have a motion to table the minutes for October 28th, 2025?
I'll make that motion to table the minutes of October 28th,
Do we have a
2025.
second?
I have a second.
Roll call vote?
Roger Brown.
Yes.
William Hutton.
Yes.
Cynthia Hassel.
Yes.
Dan Faulkner.
Yes.
Kathleen Hill.
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is old business. We have none appearing. Do we have any that came up
We
at
have-
all?
There's no old business.
Okay. New business, we have Z-25-19, petition of Dollar Tree, Inc. for developmental variance from zoning ordinance to allow a wall sign greater than 54 square feet, I would assume in a C2 shopping center district located at 3514 169th Street within the city of Hammond, Lake County, Indiana. Have all the notification requirements been met?
Yes, they have.
Okay, do we have the petitioner here?
Good evening. My name is Gary Potts. I'm the owner of Professional Permits. Our office is located at 58171 Dragonfly Court in Osceola, Indiana. Here today on behalf of the property owner.
Would you put sign in, please, and put
I
your...
did.
Okay, you got your
I
address
was-
in there, too?
I did, yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Here today on behalf of the property owner and Dollar Tree, who is the lessee in the space. They're looking for a variance to install a 96 square foot wall sign where the code is allowed 54 square feet. The other signs in the shopping plaza are kind of similar in size, so we are hoping to have something that will kind of keep the aesthetics the same with the remaining businesses in the shopping center. The fact that it's a perpendicular sign or a parallel sign to the road does lend it to less legibility if it were perpendicular to motorists. So that's one of the rationales that we were asking for a larger sign on top of the just overall general aesthetics of the tenant space. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have at this time.
Board members have any questions?
I don't.
I do. When you say similar, are you saying the other signs are similar to 54 square feet, or the other signs are similar to 96 square feet?
There's like there's 6 businesses at least that are over the 54 square foot in the shopping center.
Thank you.
Mr. Hutton, if you
Sure.
look at the spreadsheet in the packet that we added, you know, that is an evaluation of the signs in the shopping center based on their calculations. I think the other important thing or more specific thing to call out is that the O'Reilly, which is immediately east of this site, has had or received a similar variance. I don't think it's exactly 96.5 or whatever, you know, it's very close to that. That's just under 100 square feet for the sign that we've located in a similar location on those facades.
Thank you very much. This is a lot of work. Thank you.
It's been a 5-year exercise of keeping track of that.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
Shall we open up for public comments? Anybody in the public or anybody online? I don't see anybody speaking up online, and I don't see anybody in the public. We will give one more chance. Any public comments, pro or con? Hearing none, we will close this session of public comments. Any other questions from board members?
No questions.
No?
I don't.
No.
And we will move into the request for the staff report and any of their recommendations for Z-25-19.
Thank you, everyone. And I just wanted to point out the updated version of the staff report. All that really went on that was on, when we finished totaling up the chart, we realized on page 2 that there was a 2 square foot difference in the total square foot remaining. We originally said 455.5, it's 453.7 square feet remaining in this other capacity, which a little bit more complicated in the sign ordinance, but, you know, it applies to C2 shopping centers and how much extra quote-unquote signage they can have beyond their initial identification sign. But in that chart, we also updated it to, so there's a lot of erroneous addresses being used in the Briar East Shopping Center. Years ago, Brian worked with the owners to figure out unit addresses that made sense, so we kind of updated the ones where it needed to be put. We also included a number of the vacant units that have been vacant for a number of years at the shopping center, just so that everything is accounted for. Just so you understand, those were the only real changes. And, you know, a lot of that survey data came from, we looked at permit records. We also looked at self-reported records and things like that, information that came in earlier this year and more recently. So we tried to make it as accurate as we could. Obviously, there's a few missing spots, but anyway. For the recommendation of Z-2519, if no other comments, staff has reviewed the petitioner's request and recommends that the BZA grant the developmental variance should the board feel the petitioner has met the standards. There's a one-page findings of fact following that. So.
Your survey and tally of the survey, you have allowed 100, I will assume 100 square feet for each one of these, even though some are vacated. Does that indicate that that is what the BZA is recommending, or this is why?
No, actually, that is not relevant to what the BZA is recommending. The 100 square feet is reflective of what the zoning ordinance allows for each tenant. And therefore, if they have more signs greater than 100 square feet, that goes into the other category. And if you that section of the ordinance, it sets a capacity for all other signs.
To enable to get a variance.
No, it has nothing to do with granting a variance. It has everything to do with avoiding half a variance. Because even once each tenant goes above their 100 square feet, then everything goes into the category. It goes into a pool that is available to all tenants within the shopping center. It's based on a calculation on the primary frontage of the property. And this is a tally, so we know at what point in time that all of these extra signs go beyond the capacity that's been established. At that point, it may trigger variances.
Okay, thank you
Yeah.
for explaining it.
Yeah, but in this case, we're talking about just the individual sign size. Yes.
All right, any other members have any questions about the report?
I don't.
I don't.
Okay. We have proposed findings of fact. And we have no additional recommendations from the staff. Any questions, comments in regard to the proposed findings of fact?
I don't.
No.
No question.
No. All right, do we have a motion to adopt the staff report and the proposed findings of fact as presented?
And it's staff report as amended. Because he corrected that number of square footage.
Oh, okay. As amended. Did not note that in the comment. All right. So we have a recommendation. Okay. So do we have a motion to accept the staff report as amended and the proposed findings of fact as presented as the official findings of fact?
I'll make that motion to accept the staff report with its amended changes and standards as findings of fact.
We have a motion and a second. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Cynthia Hassel,
Yes.
Dan Faulkner,
Yes.
Roger Brock,
Yes.
William Hutton,
Yes.
Kathleen Hill,
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstentions, motion passed.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the developmental variance for Z-25-19 for the sign greater than 54 square feet for the Dollar Tree?
I'll make the motion to approve the developmental variance for Z-25-19.
With the recommendation.
Yep.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call vote.
Cynthia Hassel.
Yes.
Dan Faulkner.
Yes.
Roger Brock.
Yes.
William Hutton.
Yes.
Kathleen Hill.
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstentions, motion passed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is Z-25-20, petition of DBR Construction LLC for developmental variance from zoning ordinance to allow a reduction in minimum lot size, paren 6,250 square feet, required for a two-family attached dwelling in a R1 single-family residential district located at 2619 167th Street in the city of Hammond, Lake County, Indiana. Have all requirements been met?
Yes, they have.
May I just make mention on the agenda, it should be in a R1U urban single-family residential district.
Pardon?
Just so you know, the agenda should read in a R1U urban single-family residential district, R1U. But the staff report and elsewhere does reflect R1U.
Okay, the staff report is correct, though, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Is there a need to make a motion to upgrade the agenda?
I don't think that's necessary. We'll
Okay.
just make
thought
the
I'd check
correction as
before we
noted.
moved on.
I think Dave shook his head, so.
All right, has all notification requirements been met?
Yes, they have.
Okay, do we have any petitioner that would like to come forward?
No, the
Not yet.
no, the petitioner.
Petitioner,
Yeah, so Jeff should be online, I see.
pardon?
I am online.
Okay. All right. Mr. Callahan, would you make your presentation, please?
Yes, my name is Jeff Callahan.
Mr. Callahan, I'm sorry, Mr. Callahan, to interrupt, but under state law, you have to have your camera on.
Okay, One moment, please.
Okay, thank you.
So,
You need to
go ahead, I'm sorry.
You need to state your name and address, please.
My name is Jeff Callahan. I'm representing DBR Construction, which is the company that I own and that owns this property, and that's requesting the developmental variance. The address is 332 South Michigan Avenue, Suite 121-J450, Chicago, Illinois, 60604.
Thank you very much.
I'm here requesting a developmental variance to reduce the minimum square footage that's required to build a duplex on the property. The property is properly zoned to be a duplex. It meets the required width of the lot. It meets all the required setbacks on the front, back, and sides, but it falls short of the total square feet required to build the duplex. I did some research in the area and found a few nearby duplexes that also fell short of the square footage. And I'm here today just asking if the board would consider the same for our property.
All right, any questions from board members?
I don't.
No question.
Okay, just to state for the record, the reduction being requested is for 6,250 square feet down to 5,295 square feet, which basically is 125, changing 125-foot depth of the lot to, and Tom, help me, what is the depth of this lot?
It's 106 feet.
106 feet, which is common in this particular subdivision area of the city.
May I ask if the tree on the lot,
The tree on the lot will be removed, as well as there is some old part of an asphalt driveway that was left behind from a previous owner that we will also be removing and filling with landscaping.
any other questions?
I do have a question.
Okay,
I'm not seeing on your drawings here, I'm not seeing anything for foundation depth. What is it? I don't see any dimensions either.
I can find that for you, and, but I believe, I don't want to be quoted exactly, but I believe it's 48 inches is the foundation depth, but I would like to verify that.
Is that the top or the bottom of what part of the foundation?
It'd be from the bottom of the footer to the top of the wall
Thank you.
of the foundation.
Thank you.
Welcome. Do you have I'm not sure what you have in front of you, so pardon me, but do you have the house plans in front of you?
Yes, that's what I'm looking at, and I didn't see any elevation marks or any dimensions on here, so I'm not sure how complete these drawings are.
It mentions the size of individual components, but not like the overall height, I think is what you're getting at.
Or the overall depth.
Sorry, yes.
That's all right. Thank you. Just asking, that's all.
Sure. I'm quite certain that it's 48 inches, and it's below the frost line, and it's something that the building department we haven't gotten to the building department for a review yet, but once we do, they do a thorough review of the plans as well, and we would correct them if it didn't meet the requirements that were for the project.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
any other questions?
I don't.
I don't.
No.
Okay, we will open a period of public comments. Anyone in the public that is here, present, or online that would like to speak for or against? If you'd like to come forward, state your name and your address, and please sign in.
My name is Robert Click, C-L-I-C-K. I live on the corner on McCook and 167th. And the problem is, I said, the property is not big enough for what he wants to do with the property. And the problem is we're having right now is flooding. When they tore down the house, they filled it in with so much fill that it's flooding my property, and then the lady beside me, her property too, so it's flooding both our houses. Now, what problem, how are we gonna fix this with what they gonna put on and have enough room for everybody to live there? Because if the foundation, the house is so high, then the runoff's gonna come right in our yards. For the, the roof and roof itself. If you have two duplex, and you're gonna have the parking, where's the parking gonna come out? They got two parking places on that property, that's it. Now, if you got two families, 4 cars, so there you go, that's gonna start rolling over into our property and her property too, so it's gonna be, you're putting too much in one small compact place. That's what I'm thinking. Any questions?
No, but we will give the petitioners time to address your questions, okay?
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah.
don't leave, all
The
right?
main thing is the flooding too. We've had flooding ever since they tore down that house.
Did you have flooding before they tore down the
No,
house?
never had no problem with flood. I've been there since 1978.
Okay, you want to sit down and see?
The property beside that's the lot, I had to go out there and dig a trench to run the water out to the alley so I didn't get water into my garage and stuff. So that's how bad it was. And like you say, if they start filling in more, it's just going to create more problems for me.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Anyone else like to make comment for or against? Okay. Please sign in with your name and address and state it for us.
I was wondering if they were gonna take the tree down, but I'm glad that they're gonna take the
Ma'am,
tree
you-
down.
you need to state your name and address
Oh,
for
I'm
the
sorry.
record.
Betty Wheatley, 2615 167th Street.
All right,
I was wondering about the tree, but I'm glad to hear that they're gonna tear the tree down. It's just like Mr. Click said, with the water. When they tore the house down, they put fill in so the water runs both ways. And I'm gonna be living in a fishbowl with a 2-story house next to me. I don't know what we could do about it. We don't like it, and we don't want it, but can't fight City Hall.
but you
And
can
the
state,
parking,
you can state your views.
pardon me?
You may state your views.
I'm sorry.
I said you may state your views. We welcome your comments.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? All right, petitioner, would you like to address their concerns?
Actually, Ms. Hill, you have to close the public comment period first.
Before? All right. According to mine, it says petitioner has an opportunity to ask questions, to
He's
answer
gonna-
the questions in number 7.
He's going to answer them, but you need to close the
And
comment.
then it says close the public comment.
Okay. All right, Ms. Hill.
Okay. So they changed the order?
Yes, I'm changing the order.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I was just looking at my agenda. All right, I guess hearing no other comments, we will close public comments and we will have the petitioner address their concerns.
Hello, and thanks for bringing up your concerns and comments. I'd like to first off say that I'm a new owner of this property. I have only owned this property for a few short years. I was not responsible for the last home that was on it. I was not responsible for the last the demolition of the last home that was on it or the backfilling of the lot. I inherited it this way. So I'm sorry to hear that you're having water runoff problems. But if we move forward with this project, we'll do our best to address any water coming off of our property onto your property. And you know, the lot will be professionally graded per the site plans, and we will direct, you know, water flow away from your properties as best as we can, just like I'm sure you would, as being a good neighbor to each other. So I wanted to start off by saying that I hope that addressed the water concerns. And parking came up from both of you guys, and I also wanted to let you know that we actually have 4 parking spaces on across the back of the lot. So you're right, if there's 2 cars per family, they'll each have a parking spot in the back of the house. And there is also street parking up front, but, you know, that's open to anybody. But I guess what I was trying to say is that there's not going to be 4 cars or a ton of extra cars parking out front, because we are going to give them 4 parking spots on the property in the back. And then I also heard your concern about the tree, and yes, we are removing it, and we will have that taken care of, again, if and when we move forward with this, if we're approved to move forward with this project. I hope the size of this home, too, is 2,100 square feet. It is not beyond the maximum required square feet. You know, it's definitely within our within the Hammond's requirements to build that size of a home on that lot. So again, if you take a look at the plans, you'll see the square footage. There's no covered garage as well, which is not going to run water off of the top of the roof there either. So I would say it's probably comparable to a small single-family home with a detached garage, the size of our property. So that's my comments, and hopefully they address your concerns. And if you have any more, I'm happy to try to address them for you.
Yeah, and just to be clear, the footprint of the house is 1,100 square feet.
That's
But it's
correct.
2 stories, so that's why it's 2,000.
That's correct. So it may even be smaller than a small single-family home with a detached garage.
So it would be smaller than a single-family home, duplex?
The roof, the total roof area where the rain would run off of, that they were bringing up about the water concerns.
Roof area or footprint is what you're referring to.
That's correct, sorry.
Yeah.
Any questions from board members?
I do.
Yes?
Mr. Novak, have you seen a site plan, how this house is going to be positioned and the parking is going to be located?
We have.
It's in your packet.
What?
Yeah, we have provided one in the packet. But yeah, there is a site plan. It's not a finalized site plan, but it does show the setbacks and locations. You should have it.
Well, I don't know much about drawings, that's for sure, but
Yeah, it's,
can you,
It's on the plat of survey.
yeah, there's two. One is just the plat, one is the drawing.
It's labeled site plan.
Yeah, sorry.
well, I'm gonna talk to Mr. Taringa about delineation. Thank you very much, I stand corrected. Thank you, sir.
Oh, okay. And of course, we'll expect more details on the site plan when
Okay.
construction
Thank you.
drawings come.
Sorry, thank you.
No, it's okay.
Sir, when you mentioned as far as the parking, there are 4 places in back that there will be parking for 4 cars. Will that be, it will not be a covered area, but it will be a concrete, stone, or will it also allow drainage for any water too?
It'll be, I'm sorry, can I address that?
Go
Yes,
ahead.
please. That's a
Okay,
question
I didn't
for
want
you.
to interrupt you. So there's going to be a 20 by 40 parking pad in the rear of the house. It'll either be concrete or asphalt. If you look at the site plan, if you have the site plan open, you'll see arrows. That's the way the pad will tilt, so the water will drain towards the alleyway and not towards one of the neighboring properties. And if you look in the, towards the front of the house too, you'll see arrows, and it shows the directions of water, and you could see the elevations of the ground, how they go down in scale too.
Right. Any other questions?
I don't.
Yes,
Well, I'm not gonna ask again.
well, go ahead.
Thank you, no. Thank you.
You're our expert.
I have one more question.
Yes.
How much,
Sir,
Come to the mic.
sir, hey,
He closed public comment.
We said it over.
so if you're going to allow him to speak, you have to reopen public comment.
I'm sorry. I raised my hand, I didn't know.
Hang on, sir.
Would anybody have a problem if we open public comments?
I don't have a problem,
We
no.
open public comments. You may speak.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, no
The
problem.
property between the houses, how much footage are we gonna have between each houses for, for the runoff? Because if the house is always, 2 or 3 feet from the property, like you say, the roof is gonna slow the water down. Ain't no way around it. Unless you got 5 or 6 feet of property on each side of the house.
So you would like to know the house itself, how much square footage is between each of your 2 houses?
Off the property line,
On the
correct?
property line. All right? Any other questions you may
I
have?
think that'd be it, thank you.
Okay, so I guess we have to close public comments again. And would you please address that, sir? Did you hear his question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, again, based on the site plans here that you can see, it should be 5.5 feet, and it's also pretty similar to the same distance of your house to our property line on both sides of us. So we have equal space on our side that you do on your side from our property. And the property that is actually on the,
West.
yes, west, I believe, just the fence is a little bit I believe the fence might be intruding onto our property a little bit, which may make it look like it's a little bit different, but it is per the survey, correct.
So in other words, you are stating that there's 5 feet from the property line to the next house? So they also then have footage on their part as far as their property line?
Correct. I would say approximately 10 feet from home-to-home total.
Yeah, if I,
Actually, the plat of survey shows the house on the left is 11 feet, look like 11 and a half feet from their property line, and the house on the right looks like it's 6 and a half feet from their property line. So that would be 11 feet between houses on the right and 16,
Wow.
17 feet on the left. Is my math correct?
You are correct. So wait a minute.
17 on the left, 12 on the right, I think.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay.
All right. Any additional questions from board members?
No, I don't.
Did you close the second part of the public hearing?
That's why he could talk. That's why he was able to talk.
Yeah, I think she did.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Okay, just making sure, following different rules. All right. Since we have no additional questions, will we have the staff report and any other changes that they might make?
Yes, I don't believe there's any amendments or changes to the staff report from what you were presented last week. So, in the case of Z 2520, 2619 167th Street, staff recommendation reads, staff has reviewed the petitioner's request and recommends that the BZA grant the developmental variance concerning lot size. Should the board feel the petitioner has met the standards, subject to the following two conditions: one, technical review and final approval of all building and site plans by city staff, and two, the removal of the non-necessary curb cut. Which, as you may have, earlier he referenced, there's a somewhat buried asphalt driveway that he's removing. We're asking that he also remove the curb cut so people aren't tempted to drive on the grass later, so.
Can I answer that?
Oh, if you want to make.
Okay, anyways, I am agreeing to that. I just didn't know if you were asking if I would do that.
Oh,
but I
no,
am
no,
agreeing
no,
with that.
no, we were just, okay. And then there's a one-page findings of fact as well attached, proposed.
All right, any questions from for the staff at this time?
No.
Okay, we will move to the proposed findings of fact that we've been presented. Any comments?
I don't.
Any changes, anything? All right, do we have a motion to accept the staff report in addition with their recommendations and the proposed findings of fact as prepared by the staff?
I'll make a motion to accept the standards and conditions in the staff report as findings of fact,
And the recommendation.
and recommendations, of course.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have a roll call vote, please?
Cynthia Hassel.
Yes.
Dan Faulkner.
Yes.
Roger Rogers.
Yes.
William Hutton.
Yes.
Kathleen Hill.
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstentions, motion passed.
Not sure if our visitors are aware that the recommendations that the final approval of all building and site plan will have to be approved by the city staff. All right?
Yes, we will pay attention to the concerns you expressed when looking at the plans.
All right, did you hear him? That the staff will consider your concerns during the approval process. So your voice was heard. All right? Do we have a motion to approve or deny the developmental variance for Z-25-20? And approve it as far as with the staff recommendations and including the staff recommendations and the findings of fact.
I'll make the motion to approve developmental variance for Z 25-20.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I believe you made a motion to approve the developmental variance.
Yeah, with the standards and conditions for Z 25-20.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
And I'll second.
we have a motion and a second. Roll call vote.
Cynthia Hassel.
Yes?
Dan Faulkner.
No.
Roger Brock.
Yes.
William Hutton.
Yes.
Kathleen Hill.
Yes.
4 ayes, 1 nay, 0 abstention, motion passed.
Okay, the motion passed, and I am counting on the staff to take any concerns into consideration for final approval.
That is the matter of course, and all the questions that they raised fall under the inspections department and the building commissioner.
Okay, can they make sure that the
We are,
inspector?
yeah, that is the normal protocol.
Okay, we're just checking for them to let them know what the procedure is. Okay? All right. Good luck, everyone. We will move to Z-25-21, petition of Reliable Properties and Development, LLC, for developmental variance for a zoning ordinance to allow a reduction in minimum lot area, 7,500 square feet, requirement to build a single-family home in an R1 single-family residential district located at 505 through 07, 177th Street in the city of Hammond, Lake County, Indiana. Have all the notification requirements been met?
Yes, they have.
Okay, do we have a petitioner here for that? Who's online?
Hi. Hello. Good evening. Yes, Jesse Rodriguez on behalf of Reliable Properties and Development. Address 6824 Calumet Avenue, Hammond, Indiana 46324. That's our office address. Do you have any particular questions for me?
No, you want to state what you want to do. You want to
Okay,
tell,
so
you want to tell us
yes,
about
so
what you would like to do. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry about that. I intend to build single-family home on this lot. This lot, unfortunately, it's does not meet the minimum lot size, which is 7,500 square foot, and it's about 7,272. So we're short like about 228 square foot. So other than that, we meet all the requirements. We the width of the lot is 60 foot. We submitted a preliminary site plan with a model home that we built already in Hammond as well. We built one house, and we're another house that it's under construction. And I believe we meet all the setbacks. So, but basically we plan to build a single-family home. We're a local contractor. We been in business for about 10 years, and we've done this before. So.
All right, anything else you'd like to inform us about?
I would like to add also that there are other lots on this area, particular area that does not meet the minimum lot size. So our lot's not the only one. So actually only a few lots that actually meet the minimum size. So what we're doing here is not, it's kind of common for the area.
Any questions from board members?
I do.
Okay.
Does this house have a basement or a crawl space?
So what we propose does not, it's a slab home. We also have the option of cross space. So the house that we, probably you have a copy in front of you, does not have the basement, that particular house. We might go back and maybe propose a different house. But at this point, that's what we are planning on building in that particular lot.
Back to my question, does it have a crawl space or a basement?
No basement. We have two options, crawl space or slab. So it will have a foundation with a slab. The same house that was built in Hammond particularly, it's a slab home.
The reason
So no
I ask-
basement.
The purpose of the question is I don't see a foundation system in here. That's why I was asking the question. So you've answered it. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
For the petitioner's sake, one of the considerations you need to think about is that even though the levy has put this property out of the floodplain, you really need to think about in case, is a slab really the appropriate house in that area should there be a breach of the levy?
So, yeah, so basically, this particular home that we submitted for review, we have typically we have option this slab home, crawl space. That particular home is not a basement. We have an option for a basement, but if it is get approved, the next step for me, it will take it back to engineers and surveyors so they can actually figure out what's appropriate, the elevation of the house, and based on that, we will make a decision about, most likely slab home is not going to be an option there. So in that case, we will do a crawl space.
Okay.
If we stay with that house, we can always switch to a different model home that we built in the past as well.
I think that's a terrific statement, Mr. Poland. It really is.
Yes, and I, thank you, Mr. Hutton.
I'd raise it.
And just so we're clear, that is one of the conditions, is to look at the design of the home and to consider other revisions that can be made to it.
Yeah, so are we still at board member questions?
Sorry.
I don't have anything else.
Okay.
I don't.
Thank you.
All right, we ready to move into public comments? Okay, we open public comments at this time. I don't see, we do have a gentleman back there. Any comments from those present or online?
If you're online, remember you have to unmute to speak. There should be a microphone icon on your screen to unmute.
Because we have two other people on there. Any comments online? Any comments? Any comments? Any public comments?
I think if you're on the phone, it might be *6 to unmute. You could try that. But
Who are you talking to?
I'm trying to, there's someone on here who's on the phone, so I'm trying to advise them on how to unmute if they're not sure.
Do we wait or do we move on?
Have you made the request 3 times?
Okay.
No, that was a question. Have you made the request for public comment 3 times?
Any public comment? Wait. that someone trying to speak?
I think that-
Any other comments for Z-25-21? The developmental variance on 177th Street? Any other comments? Any other comments? Any other comments? Hearing none, we will close this period of public comment. And we have now a staff report.
Thank you. Since we have a staff report here for Z2521, I think another important distinction to mention is that if you look at the parcel, it is 60 by 125, except for the northeast corner was taken by the state of Indiana for the highway. So, you know, if it wasn't for that right-of-way loss at the northeast corner, this property would be the proper size to build. I'll also note that there is a 10-foot easement from the 1976 plat. It's reflected here, and the garage does stay off of it. And the garage does make sure to meet its setback as well. Whatever its final design will be, it will meet that 20-foot setback from Harrison Avenue. And just so you know, we did have a discussion with Jesse, you know, about maybe considering, given the prominent corner location and given the location of the levee, maybe some revisions or different things of the house, so we will be discussing that. But again, of course, the question today is the size of the lot and whether that size is okay to build. So our staff recommendation in Z2521 reads as, staff has reviewed the petitioner's request and recommends that the BZA grant the developmental variance should the board feel the petitioner has met the standards, subject to the following condition. 1, consideration be given by petitioner to final design of home in relation to its prominent corner location, and following any such revisions, final technical review made and final approval granted by city staff of all finalized building and site plans.
Hey, any questions from board members?
I do.
Pardon?
No questions.
I do. This area has 4 lots.
Yes, two parcels, but 4 lots in the
And 4
original
lots.
platting, yes.
And so we have, if this is approved, we will have 3 other lots available for building.
Well, at this time, those 3 other lots are combined into one parcel.
I'm sorry, I was coughing.
No, it's
Would you
okay.
go
That's
again?
all right, Madam President. So the other 3 lots are combined into one single parcel right now. I do not know what that owner's intentions are, but, you know, theoretically, he could split them back into 3 parcels, and we'll approach that when that happens, if it does.
Okay. I further reviewed the zone ordinance for Z1 district, and it's very limited as far as even variance or exceptions or anything else that can be built there, except houses, hospitals, daycare centers, schools, things like that. correct?
There are a couple conditional uses as well, yes, that are non-residential, but they're limited, yes.
But they're non-residential.
Yes, there's some conditional uses that are non-residential in an R1, but they are limited. Yeah.
Okay. But this is basically the only residential thing that can be built there.
On a lot under 20,000 square feet, I believe this is the only thing.
Okay. So there would be no other exceptions for any other type of residential building, correct?
Well, I mean, theoretically, someone can ask for a variance, but
Well,
our
the
ex-
variance would be very, like, as far as if you built a condo or something like that, it would not be allowed.
a condo is a form of ownership. It has nothing to do with what the house is.
I know that.
But that's what I'm
But
saying.
that's why I'm asking, there are really no other types of building
What I-
that could be
and-
built there.
And my answer to your question, condo is irrelevant to your question. It's either a single-family house, that is what the district states as its primary use, whether it's rented, owned, condoized, or owned by a trust is irrelevant to what zoning is. That's an ownership question.
All right, thank you. All right. There are no other questions?
I don't.
I don't.
All right, we have some findings of fact to consider. Any questions, comments, changes?
I don't.
All right, could we have a motion to approve or deny the, well, first we have to approve of the staff report with its recommendations and the findings of fact.
I'll make a motion to approve the staff report with the standards and conditions.
We have a motion, a second. Roll call vote.
Cynthia Hassel,
Yes.
Dan Faulkner,
Yes.
Roger Brown.
Yes.
William Hutton,
Yes.
Kathleen Hill.
Yes?
5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstentions, motion passed.
Do we have
you.
do we have a motion to approve or deny the developmental variance, including the staff recommendation?
I'll make a motion to approve the development of variance as long as the petitioner follows the standards and conditions in the staff report
And the recommendation.
and recommendations, of course.
Do we have a second?
I will second.
For the record, there are conditions.
Pardon?
For record, the staff report states conditions, not recommendations.
Oh,
You just-
condition.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I second.
Yeah, there's a second.
Roll call vote.
Cynthia Hassel,
Yes.
Dan Faulkner,
Yes.
Roger Brown.
Yes.
William Hutton,
Yes.
Kathleen Hill.
No?
4 ayes, 1 nay, 0 abstention, motion passed.
All right.
Thank you.
Commissioner comments? Any comments?
No comments.
This is
No,
our
not for
last
me.
meeting. I wish everybody a happy holiday season.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
And I will assume our staff comments will include the proposed meeting schedule.
Oh, yes.
Everybody received one?
Yes, ma'am.
Since it is now December 2nd, does anybody have any known conflicts from these dates? I guess we have one option of Tuesday, May 26th, or Wednesday, May 27th.
Or Tuesday, June
Or
2nd.
Tuesday. Could we question why? Is that so far as
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day?
And that pushes other meetings over, so.
And
And that would affect as far as when all reports are due, as far as our date?
if you recall, this past May, for that meeting, we made a decision in April to move that meeting to the first Tuesday of June. So what we're asking is if that's what you want to determine now, rather, or do you want to wait until March or April to make that decision?
I would say making it in April will make it difficult as far as for the deadline for anything to do.
Which is why I said March and April.
I'd like to wait till March.
I will too.
That's fine. March.
March meeting?
Mark, be on the agenda.
And which is not on this
Okay,
agenda. Right.
that's fine. We can revisit this in March if, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just want to give you the option in case somebody absolutely like, oh, I'm out of town for Memorial Day.
Yeah.
No way. You will?
Yeah, because,
No, I might not be here.
Huh,
He might not be.
yeah.
or staff
That's
may,
what I'm saying, yeah.
or Mr. Hutton, staff may not be here.
No, you'll always.
You know we have to figure it out, right? Yeah.
None of us may be.
I'm always here.
All right. Do we have
So-
anything else from the staff?
So technically speaking, you need a motion to approve the schedule with the understanding that we will make a decision in March about the May meeting.
I will make that motion to accept this schedule of meetings for next year that the staff so diligently put together, with the caveat that in March, we're going to review the final May meeting date.
Second.
Thank you.
We have a motion and a second. Do we need to state that? Does everybody understand it? And we can have a roll call vote.
Cynthia Hasso,
Yes.
William Burton,
Yes.
Dan Faulkner,
Yes.
Roger Brown.
Yes.
Kathleen Hill,
Yes?
5 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed.
Okay, anything else, staff?
Staff has comments, yes,
Okay,
because that was still under commissioner comments, but my statement.
okay.
So staff comments is that we look forward to seeing you on January 27th because we have cases that we expect to be at that agenda.
If that was the ones we didn't have tonight?
We are talking, well, I will address that in a second, but we are talking about 2 new cases that we discussed today that potentially will make it. The other possibility, and it may not be in January, it may be in February, was, if you recall at the last meeting, I said that we were expecting a lot of cases for this agenda, and some circumstances occurred where those cases were delayed, and so obviously they're not on the agenda. It's a conditional use and 7 variances, and we are not sure when they're going to come back. It might be February, it may be January, but we'll know soon. But at least we have the potential of 2 cases for the January agenda.
And when's the deadline for it?
I can't hear you.
When is the deadline for the January cases?
Right before Christmas?
24th?
No, it's more like the week before.
Okay, all right.
We also explained why, no, they don't care, why Z
What?
2518 is missing. They don't care, do they?
Okay, any additional staff comments?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
No public comment?
Wait a minute, are we done with the staff?
He said he would.
Actually, I didn't. He jumped and said Merry Christmas before I could make the statement of Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All right, and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Now I'm done, thank you.
I move for adjournment.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Have a nice holiday. Enjoy the snow.